Sahih Al-Bukhari 3129, narrated Abdullah bin Az-Zubair radiyallahu ta'ala anha. When Az-Zubair radiyallahu ta'ala anha got up during the battle of Al-Jamal, he called me and I stood up beside him, and he said, "Me, O my son, today one will be killed either as an oppressor or as an oppressed one. I see that I will be killed as an oppressed one. My biggest worry is my debt. Do you think if we pay the debt, there will be something left for us from our money?" Az-Zubair radiyallahu ta'ala anha added, "O my son, sell our property and pay my debts." Az-Zubair radiyallahu ta'ala anha then willed one third of his property and willed one third of that portion to his sons, namely Abdullah's sons. He said, one third of the one third. If any property is left after the payment of the debts, one third of the what is left is to be given to your sons. Hisham radiallahu ta'ala anha, sub-narrator, added, some of the sons of Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anha were equal in age to the sons of Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha, e.g. Khubbab radiallahu ta'ala anha and Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anha. Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anha had 9 sons and 9 daughters at that time. The narrator Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anha added, my father Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha went on drawing my attention to his debts, saying, if you should fail to pay part of the debts, appeal to my master to help you by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I could not understand what he meant till I asked, O father, who is your master? He replied, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is my master by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whenever I had any difficulty regarding his debts, I would say, master of Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha, pay his debt on his behalf, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would help me to pay it. Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha was martyred, leaving no dinar or dirham but 2 pieces of land, one of which was called Al-Ghaba, and 11 houses in Medina, 2 in Basra, 1 in Kufa and 1 in Egypt. In fact, the source of the debt which he owed was that if somebody brought some money to deposit with him, Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha would say, no, I will not keep it as a trust, but I take it as a debit, for I am afraid it might be lost. Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha was never appointed governor or collector of the tax of Kharaj or any other similar things, but he collected his wealth from the war booty he gained during the holy battle he took part in the company of the Prophet sallallaho, alaihi, wasallam. Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anha, Umar radiallahu ta'ala anha, and Usman radiallahu ta'ala anha, Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anha bin Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha added, when I counted his debit, it turned to be 2,200,000. The sub-narrator added, Hakim bin Hizam radiallahu ta'ala anha meet Abdullah bin Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha and asked, O my nephew, how much is the debit of my brother? Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anha kept it as a secret and said, 100,000. Hakim said, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I don't think your property will cover it. On that, Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anha said to him, what if it is 2,200,000? Hakim radiallahu ta'ala anha said, I don't think you can pay it. So if you are unable to pay all of it, I will help you. Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha had already bought Al-Ghaba for 170,000. Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anha sold it for 1,600,000. Then he called the Prophet people, saying, any person who has any money claim on Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha should come to us in Al-Ghaba. There came to him Abdullah bin Jafar radiallahu ta'ala anha, whom Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha owed 400,000. he said to Abdullah bin Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha, if you wish I will forgive you the debit. Abdullah bin Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha said, no. Then Ibn Jafar radiallahu ta'ala anha said, if you wish you can defer the payment if you should defer the payment of any debt. Ibn Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha said, no. Abdullah bin Jafar radiallahu ta'ala anha said, give me a piece of the land. Abdullah bin Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha said to him, yours is the land extending from this place to this place. So Abdullah bin Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha sold some of the property including the houses and paid his debit perfectly, retaining 4.5 shares from the land, i.e. al-Ghaba. He then went to Muawiyah, while Amr bin Usman radiallahu ta'ala anha, Al-Mundir bin Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha, and Ibn Zama were sitting with him. Muawiyah asked, at what price have you appraised Al-Ghaba? He said, 100,000 for each share. Muawiyah asked, how many shares have been left? Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anha replied, 4.5 shares. Al-Mundir bin Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha said, I would like to buy one share for 100,000. Amr bin Usman radiallahu ta'ala anha said, I would like to buy one share for 100,000. Ibn Zama radiallahu ta'ala anha said, I would like to buy one share for 100,000. Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anha said, how much is left? No. Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anha replied, one share and a half. Muawiyah said, I would like to buy it for 150,000. Abdullah radiallahu ta'ala anha also sold his part to Muawiyah 600,000. When Ibn Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha had paid all the debits, Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha's sons said to him, distribute our inheritance among us. He said, no. Subhanahu wa ta'ala, I will not distribute it among you till I announce in 4 successive Hajj seasons would those who have money claim on Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha come so that we may pay them their debit. So he started to announce that in public in every Hajj season, and when 4 years had elapsed, he distributed the inheritance among the inheritors. Az-Zubair radiallahu ta'ala anha had 4 views, and after the 1/3 of his property was excluded according to the will, each of his views received 1,200,000. So the total amount of his property was 50,200,000. Sahih Al-Bukhari 3130, narrated Ibn Umar radiallahu ta'ala anha. Usman radiallahu ta'ala anha did not join the Badr battle because he was married to one of the daughters of Allah's apostle, and she was ill. So the Prophet sallallaho, alaihi wasallam said to him, you will get a reward and a share from the war booty similar to the reward of the share of one who has taken part in the Badr battle. Like and subscribe my channel for more hadith videos. Allah bless you. Allah Hafiz.